Hello, check 1, check 2, hello. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hangover series. I hope everyone is having a splendid day. The weather has been nice outside, I guess. I wasn't really aware of that until someone was like, it's so nice outside. And then the next day, another person was like, it's so nice outside. And I was like, wow. And they're like, have you not been outside in 2 days? And I was like, no, I have not been outside in 2 days. The fuck? I ended up going outside shortly after I was told it was nice outside to go to the store and get some ranch for my pizza that I made. Because I bought this ginormous pizza from Aldi. It was like a bacon, chicken, ranch pizza. And I got that. And I am one of those people that loves pineapple on my pizza. And I also love to eat my pizza with ranch. I think it's just a staple piece in my life. I remember when I went to Europe, we asked one place if they had ranch. And they looked at us like we were sociopaths. So don't do that if you're ever in Europe. But I do like a ranch with my pizza. I feel like sometimes maybe I'm maturing because I didn't really think I needed the ranch. But I ended up walking to the grocery store and buying ranch for the pizza. I think the problem with ranch that I have is I don't really like the store-bought ranch. I don't like Hidden Valley Ranch. I actually hate it. And I've tried different versions of the Hidden Valley vibe, like the Chipotle ranch or something different. But it just doesn't hit the way that I want ranch to hit when I'm eating ranch. A Runza ranch, life-changing. There's ranches that you get at Wingstop. Those are good ranches. They just are way different than the Hidden Valley vibe going on. And I used to work at a restaurant and we made our own ranch. And I think that's why I'm such a ranch connoisseur, because I used to have to make ranch at this restaurant, and it was pretty good ranch, I will say. So that's my hot take on ranch today. Last night I had a dream that I got stabbed. I haven't had, I used to not dream, I feel like. I haven't had a dream that I remember in a while. So that was odd. I don't know what that means, but I feel like I know where it came from. I think someone I don't know where I was. I feel like I was at school or something. Maybe I was in high school. Maybe I was in college. I don't know where I'm at in this dream. But I was at some place. And then, someone else got stabbed first. And then I tried to, help defend them. And then I ended up getting stabbed. And then I, snuck out of the room and ran and was, yelling at all these people to call 911 because, everyone was getting stabbed, including me. And the weirdest part about this dream is I think I was half awake because I literally felt the stab. I woke up this morning, they stabbed me in the dream, in the back of my back neck area. Very weird. I tried to look up what does being stabbed in your dream mean, and it says old wounds or something. I haven't been to therapy in 2 weeks because I was on vacation time. So I don't know. I'll tell my therapist that and see what she says. I don't know if she knows what dreams mean, but maybe she does, Who knows? So this past weekend, I was I'm going to have a very wholesome, chill weekend because one, I think it was just necessary after Thanksgiving week and drinking for 7 days. I just needed to chill out. And two, going out is so expensive. And I was just who do I think I am? I don't deserve to go out, My bank account says, no, girl. So my friend and I were let's go see Wicked, because I've seen Wicked on Broadway. I saw it this summer and it was amazing. And obviously the movie came out, had to go see that. So we're let's have a wholesome Friday. Let's go see Wicked. Let's do it. So we each brought a bottle of wine. I have this water bottle at my house. I feel like this is illegal of me to be sharing this information, but if you see me with this water bottle in public, you know what's in it, okay? Just kidding. Sometimes it has water in it. But basically, we brought a bottle of wine because that's necessary. And then she got us sushi burritos. I had never had a sushi burrito before, but it basically is exactly what you think it is. It's a sushi roll, but burrito style. and it was delicious. We ate it in the movie theater, and right when we opened it, like, I didn't think about this prior, but right when we opened the burritos in the theater, I was like, oh my God, it smells like fish in here. Like, we are so annoying right now. The fact that we just decided we could bring sushi into a movie theater and eat this is insane of us. And if someone else did this, I would judge them. So nobody seemed to be judging us. I don't know, maybe the smell didn't linger as far as I thought it was, but we ate those pretty quickly and then closed them out of embarrassment for ourselves because we don't want to be known as a sushi burrito smelly bitch. But the movie, I did not know it was like 3 hours long. I knew it was going to be long, but my friend like kept thinking the movie was almost over, and I'm like, I heard it's 3 hours long. And she's like, bitch, what the fuck? Because she had never seen Wicked before, I don't think. So she didn't even know what was going, she didn't have prior context of what was going on in the movie. But the movie was really good. Recommend it to everyone. I didn't cry, even though I think my friend thinks I cried because she looked over at me and was like, are you crying? I'm like, no. I'm like laughing because I don't know why this was so funny to me, but after like a really emotional song would play, like basically the whole entire movie theater would start clapping for the end of the song, and I was like, this is so funny to me. Like, it's like we're at a live show. Like, I just wasn't expecting a song to play and then for people to clap after. Like, I just wasn't expecting that. So, but after the movie ended, we were like, let's go get another drink. We haven't seen each other in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something. Let's get a drink. We already have a buzz going. Vibes are up. Let's go. So we went to this little bar that we've been to before. It was like so close by. Of course it happens to be really close by. Have like a little area in the back that has like DJ music and a DJ. Then like another bar in the front that has like a pool table. And I feel like people were low-key judging us in this bar because obviously we didn't wear going out clothes because we really truly thought we weren't going out. Like, we really believed in ourselves to be wholesome and be normal for once. But we went to this bar with like sweatshirts and sweatpants and Uggs and scarves on, I thought, like, I feel like that's okay to go out in. We got vodka sodas, and some man was actually very rude to me at this bar because I was standing there waiting for my vodka soda, and he basically told me to move. And I was like, what? I don't even think I replied. I think I just looked at him because, like, sir, I'm waiting for my vodka soda. So we got a drink there, chit-chatted a bit, watched. There was, like, a couple. I think they were on a first date. We're not 100% sure. Like, do you hear this siren? Bro, why is it still going? Like, genuinely, I think sirens are going to haunt me in my dreams for the rest of my life. That's like a new pet peeve that I have formed. Sirens. Hate them. Not that anyone enjoys hearing them, but I like really despise them all of a sudden. I lost my train of thought. Okay, there was this couple sitting in front of us, and we were like, I feel like they're on a first date. I think they were on a first date, but also maybe they weren't on a first date because I don't know if I would take someone to a bar like this on a first date, but also I am not here to judge because I went on a first date to this like pop-in dive bar on a Friday night one time, and it was just like the weirdest place to have a first date. And honestly, I blame myself for that because I think this guy genuinely was trying to take me somewhere nice, and I was like, I need a drink now. I need a drink right now, because he was like, I can't make a reservation anywhere. And I was like, oh, like this guy's trying to take me somewhere nice. I just want a vodka soda. So, but basically we went to that bar, and then we ended up taking tequila shots. Then we went to this other bar that was within like a 10-minute walk, got vodka sodas there. I think there was like a Christmas party going on in there. And yeah, we were talking to these guys for a second, and I feel like I need to apologize to one of them, so maybe we'll run into them again someday and I can say a sincere apology. But this guy was talking to me for a second. I think I asked him if they were part of a Christmas party, and then like we just started chatting. But the more I looked at him, the more his face just kept looking like one of my ex-boyfriend's face. Like genuinely, he looked identical to him, like the eyes, like everything about this man, and it was just making me uncomfortable. And so I didn't want to talk to the guy anymore, obviously. But like, how are you supposed to let a stranger know that? Like, by the way, I'm not gonna speak words to you anymore because you look identical to my ex-boyfriend. Like, you could be his twin brother. I didn't know how to word that, so I kind of just slowly stopped responding to what he was saying. But also, I was just kind of over the conversation because it wasn't going anywhere. But I feel like I should have just been like, I don't know. I just couldn't talk to him any longer. Which maybe I probably came off very bitchy. And I'm sorry that I even asked if you were part of a Christmas party. I should have taken a really closer look at you, sir. But maybe we'll run into him and I can apologize to him. But I don't really know how I would go about apologizing to him because I think he's going to think I'm a psychopath no matter what comes out of my mouth. So maybe we'll just never see him again, and that would be really ideal. But after that bar, we ended up going to my friend's favorite bar ever, which is Lottie's. We like practically live there sometimes, and sometimes I get anxiety going there because I'm like, but we went there and got free sweatshirts from some nice man. I think this man kept saying he was a billionaire, and like, I don't know, I feel like billionaires don't walk around and say they're billionaires. Like, isn't that how you get robbed? He said that, bought us sweatshirts, got us high noons, and off we went to the fucking diner, of course. And we brought these random men with us to the diner, which I feel like guys think they're special sometimes. They're like, oh my God, they're inviting us to the diner with them. And like, little do they know that we do this to every single man we cross paths with. My friend is very good at just like getting guys to want to come to the diner with us. I don't really know, but these guys ended up coming, and one of them was in the Uber with us. And of course, I got sat in the middle. And never was I once ever flirting with this man. Like, I fear some guys just don't know how to be friends with girls. Like, they think because they're sitting next to a woman, like, that they can just, like, touch them and that this woman just wants them. Like, sir, I'm not even the one that invited you to come to this diner with us. And so we're sitting in the Uber. I'm placed in the middle. And all of a sudden, I hear these nasty-ass hands circling around my right arm, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this guy putting his hands on my arm? He literally said, like, you have such a nice arm. And I'm like, what? And he was like, ooh, and like squeezes my arm and was like, you got some muscle to you too. And I literally was like, why are you touching me? And he's like, still squeezing my arm. So I looked over at my friend. I'm like, bruh, this man's crusty ass hands are touching my arm right now. And so we looked at him and we were like, touch me again and I will beat the fuck out of you. Which, like, I love telling someone that, because, like, obviously I'm not going to beat them up. Like, there's no part of me that would fight someone. But just, like, saying it definitely scares people off. The Uber definitely looked at me like, what is going on back there? But it got him to stop touching my arm, so that was really nice. I don't know, I feel like I didn't really talk to them much, so that was short-lived. But basically the moral of that entire story is that I got home at 4 in the morning, and I don't know how we went from watching the Wicked movie and having a very wholesome, sweet night to getting extremely drunk and staying out till 4 in the morning. Like, where did that come from? That was like a demon inside of me that arose and was like, get her tequila. Like, I think that's what happens. Like, you know, I'm normal, and then a bar sells tequila, and then the universe is just like, tequila. Like, it just comes to me naturally, you know? Like, it's like we're meant to be. It's like the invisible string theory. I feel like I don't even know what the invisible string theory is if I'm saying that's what this is, but why is tequila always where I am? It just finds me. I don't ask. It just comes to me. Okay? I'm so scared that one day, like, so many people are going to come forward and be like, that woman made me take a tequila shot with her at the bar in 2020, you know, like random things like that are going to happen, and I'm going to be like, I literally have no idea who you are, and I have forced so many people to take tequila shots with me, so you are not special, young man. I added my podcast to my Hinge profile account, free advertisement, and I was like, what better way to get views? So that's what I did. Some people are a little intrigued by it, but I don't know if they're actually listening, because, as a man, if you go look, it's like turning boys into men, and it's like, some hatred on men is out there, but a true man would understand what I'm saying. One guy said he listened to 2 episodes. Vibes are up. I got asked out on a date, and I don't know, guys. Like, half of me is like, dates are so fun and fresh, and then the other half of me is like, dates are so much work. Like, for starters, I don't even think I want, like, a boyfriend, Like, I just, like, don't want to actively be, like, seeking a boyfriend. I kind of just want one to, like, fall into my lap one day, but I'm also having so much fun without a boyfriend, but I think that's because I've just had so many terrible relationships that I'm like, another one sounds god-awful. So I feel like I want to wait till I'm, like, 26 to get a boyfriend, because I feel like the next guy I date, like, I'm gonna take that shit seriously. I'm gonna, like, they have to be the right person, because I can't be doing these, like, breakups, makeups. Like, I just can't be doing all that. Like, relationships can be so much work. I don't know. And I also feel like the next relationship I get in, like, I need to be fully healed and prepared for that relationship. So that's really what I've been working on in therapy. I've been in therapy for so long. And I think therapists are great, and I think everyone should have one, and I will say that forever and ever. My first time ever seeing a therapist, I think I was like 15, maybe 16, maybe even 14. I'm gonna say 15. Okay, the first time I ever saw a therapist, I was like 15 years old, and that's like a weird age to try to find your therapist, because I feel like they give you to, obviously, like, a children's therapist, and so it's kind of like, I don't know, the therapist that I was given, at least, I felt like she was talking to me like I was a child. And at 15, like, for me, it felt like I was going through things that were adult, like, things and concepts, and I was like pissed off that this lady was talking to me like a child. I remember she brought out like a sandbox and wanted me to describe something about my life in this sandbox, and I was pissed. I'm like, I don't want to play in a stupid ass sandbox. Like, no, I'm not doing this. And I was just like so emotional, and like the sandbox was not helping. I feel like you just have to find a therapist that works for you and what you're looking for, and it's a trial and run error. So that's why therapy can be a little bit discouraging for people sometimes, because I feel like you, or just as people, we're like, go see one therapist and we're hoping that it's a great match, and it's not, and you're like, oh, like, this isn't really working for me. And it can be super discouraging when you're in the middle of a traumatic or really emotional situation, and you're like, I need help and I need advice and I need someone to listen to me, like, right now. And then you're seeing all these therapists and none of them are getting what you're saying, and it's just not a good match. It can be so overwhelming and so stressful, because all you want is help and you just aren't finding the right person, and it can drive you nuts. I had another therapist after that when my parents were getting divorced, and she and we were not a match made in heaven. I actually despise her. And then I had another therapist after that, and I did really like her, but I think she moved to like online therapy because COVID, and I couldn't do my therapy at home. Like, I didn't want to do it at home. I'm like definitely an in-person type of person. And then the therapist I had after that, I was obsessed with her and I loved her, and she was amazing. And then I had another therapist after that. When I moved to Chicago, I got one, and that was online, and I didn't really like that because, like I just said, I'm an in-person person. Like, I need them to be like reading my body language and just like feel how I'm feeling. It's hard to cry virtually. And now I have a new therapist in Chicago, and it's in person, and it's been great so far. I've had like therapists that are like younger, and I've had therapists that are like older. I've tried all different age groups of therapists, and I think for me personally, having a therapist that is a little bit younger, like 20s, 30s, is more up my alley, just because I feel like they understand things more so how I understand things, whereas like someone that grew up in a completely different era of life doesn't quite understand what I'm saying. Like, they understand what I'm saying, but it's just different times. If you've never been to therapy, I definitely recommend like trying it out once. And I feel like people think when you go to therapy, you have to have this like major problem with yourself, or like something major, like a major event happening, like a death or something along the lines of that. Like, I feel like people think that's why you're going to therapy, but you can go to therapy for numerous reasons. Like, I feel like people will have underlying issues, obviously. Like, nobody is perfect, and we can all improve ourselves in different ways. And when you just work through your problems and work through anything you're going through in life, it's really cool to have someone listen and have a whole new perspective where they don't know anything or anyone you're talking about, and it's just a fresh, nice perspective to hear from. It's a new source of advice, and just like giving yourself, I think my therapist appointment is like an hour every single week, and giving yourself an hour of time to sit down, zone into your thoughts and your emotions and what you're going through, like, it seriously is life-changing. So if you've never seen a therapist, I definitely recommend trying it out. And I honestly don't think I would date a guy now unless they've been to therapy before, just because I feel like I've really worked on myself, and I am continuing to do so always, because I still have crazy problems and I'm still a psychopath sometimes. I don't know where this came from. I don't know why I just started ranting. I think I'm just excited to go to therapy tomorrow. Yeah, one of my old therapists used to always ask me, like, are you anxious before therapy? Are you excited? Like, how do you feel? And honestly, I'm normally excited to go to therapy unless I have something that I really am scared to talk about. But also, the best part about it is you don't have to talk about anything you don't want to talk about. You know, it's your time, it's your space. So don't be scared that they're going to like force you to talk about something, because it's your time and your space. And if you don't want to talk about something, you don't have to talk about it. You guys, I also just have to say that today I had the best Uber of my life. My Uber driver was taking me to my therapy appointment, and he's like, is it on the right or the left? I'm like, I feel like it's on the right. And he's like, oh, is this your first time coming here? I'm like, no, I come here every week. I just like can't remember right now. He's like, okay, haha. And then he's like, what are you going to physical therapy for? I'm like, oh, it's not physical therapy. He's like, it's not physical therapy? What is it? I'm like, it's mental health therapist. And he was like so concerned, turns around, smacks his hand on the floor. He's like, ma'am, I hope you're going to be okay. And I'm like, oh my God, don't be concerned for me. It's okay. I'm totally fine. I've been doing this for years, sir. But can I just say, like, I love him. Like, if I fell in love with an Uber driver, you know why. Because he cares about me more than any man has ever cared about me in my whole life. So there you have it. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys next week.